So drama theory, or I don't even know. I don't even know if I said it right. Hold on. Yes, drama theory. So drama theory has dropped a video talking about Total Drama Reunion, the ending theory. And obviously, I didn't manage to see the episode that they dropped, which obviously there's the whole controversy of what happened, that they dropped it because they wanted to give the fans like what happened to them in like after. And then obviously the productions of Total Drama canceled them, and just they didn't. But let us see what's this ending theory about. And I know the drama theory has commented in one of my videos. You guys are goated, so keep on making these videos. And obviously, I want to know what you guys are going to say. So let's dive in.
Total Drama Reunion, the project that could have brought the perfect closure to the original cast.
Yeah,
but
that's what they
although
were
the
going
project
with.
was banned just after one episode, we can't help but ask the question, what if Total Drama Reunion wasn't cancelled? How would the story end?
Like, they made it very expansive with like where they were gonna go with this whole ending, because I've heard stuff about like this reunion episode being good and where they were going forward, like Blue Productions was going.
Stay tuned, because in today's episode, we are going to find the answers to these questions. Blue Production actually announced that the project would come back this summer with one more episode in order to end the story. Unfortunately, it is already November, and we didn't hear anything from him. So,
Did
we
you see
decided to take
Amazing
the
Digital
situation in
Circus
our
Map
own
Theory?
hands.
I've heard
let's
creators,
see what we know from the first
or
episode.
I saw a video from
The 11
creators that I
contestants
watched.
are now on Boney
watching
Island,
it.
trying to find their way to the beach. They are separated into little groups. The first group is formed by Duncan, Courtney, Ava, and Cody. The
Okay.
last scene of the episode shows Duncan rescuing Courtney near a body of water. Since there was
water
a giant
effect.
octopus, we can assume that they were already at the beach. The second group is formed by Bridget and Lashana. In the episode, they arrive at a river and say that they should follow it to arrive at the beach. There,
Okay.
they would probably meet up with the first group. So, the first team is formed by Duncan, Courtney, Ava, Cody, Lashana, and Bridget. The third
Wow,
group
those
is
are actually
formed by
good,
Alejandro, Heather, and Owen. We
set of
know
characters.
that Heather hears Gwen and Trent scream when they were being chased by Ezekiel.
Gwen? Trent? Is that you?
So there are
Lashana
big
more like
chances
La
that the group
Bamba.
would follow their trail. After some time, Heather's group would meet up with Gwen and Trent.
I saw,
Then Alejandro would try to calm down Ezekiel by calling him
Askai?
amigo, since we all know
What?
they got along just fine in World Tour. Also, we know that Ezekiel wants to get revenge on Chris for what he did to him all those years.
True.
So there are big chances that he would help them. Since Ezekiel was on the island for so
Oh,
many
wait, this is
years,
not
he would know how to get to the
Askai?
beach to meet up with the first team. So
I'm
the second team
confused.
is formed by Heather, Alejandro, Ezekiel,
Damn.
Owen, Trent, and Gwen.
Damn,
the
this
most
is even a.
realistic scenario
Oh my
that we
gosh,
could have
dude,
thought
this team
about
was
considering what
better.
happened in the first episode. From now on, we will mostly speculate
But
what
the
could have
trailer came
happened
out?
next. However,
Trailer for
Blue Production gave
what?
us some hints about how the action would have looked like. So now, both teams are on the beach. They notice a boat and sprint to it to see if it works. Sadly, the whole engine was missing. Then they get
DC?
angry and begin to blame Courtney for the situation. But Bridget takes her side and explains that she only wanted to help them. After that, they started talking and decided to go to a place without cameras and microphones in order to find a way out the island. Without letting Chris know their
Loco, I'm
next
so
move,
confused.
they set their walkie-talkie on a frequency so that Chris wouldn't hear. All of them agree that it would be too dangerous to try to swim to safety, and also, we can't forget that Chris has a legal contract. Therefore, they need to contact someone from outside the island that could expose Chris.
You remember
They
watching this on your
established
phone?
that
It
Jeff
was
is
great,
the best
but
version.
that's why
Jeff
they made
wasn't
this
selected as a
episode to
contestant for the new
give
Total
you
Drama
a closure,
reunion,
but it got
because as he
canceled.
matured and became a father, he lost most of his stereotypical party guy personality. So Chris thought it would be a boring contestant for the show.
Yeah, but it was still great because obviously, like, well, it's been years. Basically, that's where it was going. It's been years that this whole competition ended, and obviously they matured. They became more better as people.
However,
Like, some of them
over
still
the
have,
years,
like, their
Jeff
flaws,
managed
but they
host
try to
talk
find,
shows and make his reputation using his charisma.
their
Therefore,
betterness.
he now has the necessary
maturity.
networking to expose Chris and save the others. Unfortunately, they don't have any way of contacting him. However, in the middle of the night, Duncan wakes up to smoke a cigarette. He looks around the island and sees some random lights coming from the skull-shaped cave. In the morning, he tells everyone about the lights, thinking that there could be some technology they could use to contact Jeff. But now they have a bigger problem, because there is a large fire spreading around the island. In his last announcement,
Also, Elliot,
Blue
what the
Production
hell?
showed us this image. Here we can see that there was a large fire on Boney Island. The most plausible explanation could be that Courtney's plane started that fire when it crashed. We can also see that Gwen has some wounds on her face, so we can assume that the woolly beavers and the Stymphalian Canadian geese went crazy because they were scared of the fire.
What are you gonna post on
now,
YouTube?
The contestants aren't even sure that there's technology in the skull cave. There could just be light from the fires nearby, but they still go there since that's the highest point of Boney Island.
They were great.
When
They were
the
great
contestants
episodes.
reach the skull cave, they find a control room that is connected to all the technology from the island. But before entering,
I thought this whole like concept of like the island still having stuff, I thought it was like scrap, because one, with going with like the lore of what happened is that with going with crap, what was the thing with Revenge of the Island, like it was all covered with toxic waste and all this other stuff, and then it went to the point of what's it called, the island being moved away, and then obviously they had to do another season in another island, and then the island went into crap, and then obviously they brought it back with All Stars, but now it's like all clean and toxic waste free, but the technology, like I don't think it was very much there, because then it synced, so it's like confusing. It's very confusing of what happened.
they see Chris inside. They plan to ambush him. But when they do that, it is revealed that it was a hologram, just like the one from the plane. There, they use the computer to contact Jeff and to explain to him their plan to expose Chris. After that, the contestants have nothing to do but wait and see all the island burn around them. After a while, the police rush to the island and rescue them. Also, in Blue Production's post, we can see that Gwen is somewhere in the middle of the water with Boney Island behind her. We can assume that they were rescued by boat in the middle of the night. After the contestants escaped the island, they decided to initiate a second trial in order to end things once and for all. This brings us to the decisive point of the story.
I think the show is coming back, but not full episodes like it was supposed to.
Chris McClane. This is the rivalry that started the story, and this is how it will end. The final trial brings Courtney the right opportunity not only to finish the events that she started by mistake, but also to take her revenge for all the things Chris put her through. However, although over the years Courtney became a better lawyer than every team Reynolds Chaddington could hire, there wasn't anything that could have proven that they were tricked.
Bro, stop putting
them that the chances for all
these
of them
damn
to be fooled would be
places.
too small.
Stop,
Also, Chris and Reynolds Chaddington deleted the videotapes of the first episode, so the contestants are given 1 week to find a proof. Otherwise, Chris and Reynolds Chaddington would be the winner of the case. That would give them legal permission.
But like
to
we
force
always
the
go with the
contestants into
same
participating in the show.
circle. Chris
After
always
lots of
wins. He
thinking,
finds a way.
Bridget, Heather, and Lashana came with a plan to contact all the contestants that participated in Total Drama for them to come and testify against Chris. The day of the trial finally comes. Only some contestants came to actually help the OG cast. So, after hearing both sides, the judge takes a break because she couldn't really make a decision. After the break, she makes up her mind. Even if she hates Chris, the contestants have too little evidence. There would be no way that they were all fooled to sign the contracts. Right before she announces the winner of the case, a tall, muscular African-American man walks into the courtroom. It's Chef Hatchet. He then explains to the judges all the things his old friend did to the poor contestants. The judge is shocked and announces that
like obviously Chef has been there since day one. He's seen all the nefarious shit that he has done, so of course he will put him in jail.
Finally finds peace in her life and gives her and Duncan another chance. Gwen and Trent also decide to give each other one more chance. She accompanies him on the tour and presents her paintings at every concert. Lashana starts her own reality show in which she talks about all the things that happened in
Chef
Total
guest
Drama
appearance in Adventure
and
Camp.
hires
Yeah,
Ava
like
as a
I remember
bodyguard.
that.
Cody finally begins to appreciate Sierra
this
more,
Venture Camp
and they
season
plan to
1?
actually
Hopefully.
marry. Owen starts an online cooking show, but ends it very soon because
Everyone's
he was
getting a good
always
ending.
eating the ingredients. Alejandro used his influence to get Ezekiel to the best doctors, and help him rehab.
Aw.
Heather was changed by the experience and started to use her social media influence to expose the bad things that happen behind the cameras in other different reality shows. Jeff
Oh my
and
gosh.
Bridget are reunited with their kids and family and throw a barbecue party in which they invite
Family.
everyone. This is most likely the type of ending that
Oh
Blue
my
Production
gosh.
had in his mind. The happy ending that the OG cast deserved. It is
True.
pretty sad that we never got the chance to see such an ending. However,
Yeah, it does
there is
suck.
still hope. Maybe.
Maybe.
Just maybe one day, Blue Production decides to release the masterpiece that he created and blow the internet one more time. However, if that happens, he will be the one that would have to fight Chris McClane and all the Fresh TV crew in a trial. However,
We
most
need a
likely,
chef. We
that
need
trial would
someone
have had a
from the
happy
sideline
ending.
to
But
help
until
out
then,
and
we
actually
will
make
keep
this
an
thing
eye on it
happen.
and keep you up to date with the latest news. What do you think the second episode of Total Drama Reunion would have looked like? Make sure to tell us in the comments. Take
What-
care and see you next time with a brand new video.
Well, I guess it would have to go with the sense of like the same thing where that you were kind of explaining. But yeah, like that would have been such a good way to fully like end the whole story for them, because obviously they've been tortured, they've been manipulated all by Chris, because he is crazy, Mother Crystal. but but yeah, like obviously that ending would be amazing. Like it did suck that from that first episode, like getting all that hype ready for it, and people were excited to see that first episode, and they got to see it. But then later on, they literally had to cancel it because the whole legal action that happened between Fresh TV, and that definitely sucked. But yeah, like I'm assuming it would be like this whole stance that was going from drama theories, like whole stance of how it would have been, like the whole ending. Like I agree with this whole theory, like how it would have been that they would have been exploring. You were pissed, but you could still watch it. Yeah, like it's somewhere. There's like some place from people that found it, like to re-upload it. Like they're re-uploading it, like for people that haven't watched it. But I don't know. Like, let me know if you guys want me to check it out. Like, I'll try to find it and check it out. Maybe do a whole like reaction on it, like reaction lounge style. But yeah, like it would be the same thing with that they go exploring wherever they left off in the island, explore all the stuff. You see that Chris is trying to burn every evidence so that way he could win the case if they find dirt on him. But we're gonna have Chef coming in saying that, oh, like he is lying, that he is not the saint that he is. He has done this throughout this whole run, not with these characters just, but everyone else that has been on his reality show. And obviously that whole thing, Miriam for the win, of course. Like we're waiting for that final episode to come out, and I'm very, very excited. And also we're getting an All-Stars season opening for next year. I'm excited for that. Like that is crazy. We're getting from season 1 and season 2 all accumulating the trailers out for that, or for the finale. If for the finale, I gotta check it out. But what was I gonna say? But yeah, that would have been an awesome ending, and I'm assuming it's probably gonna go in that same route. So drama theory, that was a great theory that you just pointed out, and I'm very excited for it. Let's go.